So anyone do on first story plan?
Yeah.
Okay, let's say I do first story plan. Okay, so first story plan, at which area anyone do, I mean, where? Here?
Me, sir.
Here. Ah, if here, for instance, normally if let's say the electrical riser is here, so most
I think,
likely,
sir, I check one more electrical room is there.
where?
About
Here,
the beside one more.
here.
You're right. You're right. Two, you're
This
right.
one.
Yeah, yeah,
If this is here, then better still, right?
yeah. I put there.
Oh, okay. If this is
Yeah.
the electrical room, then it's better because you can see that this is glass.
Yeah.
So it's impossible your wiring will come up from outside. So most likely they will actually this way in.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, because you don't expect, let's say, I don't know what this room unless I got to open up the architecture, or you guys must tag the room. So at least you know what room is there. You get what I mean? That means you need to space space up. I say space up. Add space to all this. Then you will know what's room is that. Then you decide. Like this cafeteria, this one here, let me tag the space. So let's say one here, one here. I want to know what room is that. So this room is prepared dish. So prepared dish means this is what? Kitchen. See now. Because cafeteria so this is their kitchen. But here I don't know why they call it prepared dish. Should be called kitchen, right? Or yeah. So this room will be what? Let me see. This is conference room. So conference room, you don't expect my electrical wire go conference room, then go this way, right? It's not a good idea. Why? Because this kitchen. Then if your wiring surface go to kitchen, is also dangerous. Why? Fire, gases, and the place is always very warm. Okay. So this room, I don't know what is that. Let's take a look. This room is, let me see. Storage. Then, okay. So in this case, your wiring will be from here, go this way in. Yeah, I mean, that means your cable, that means this one. All right. So in other words, in future, if you do this way, you got to cater an opening for the trunking or the cable tray to go through. Yeah. Unless end of day is design depends. I mean, for Singapore, normally this is concrete wall. Yeah. Or yeah lah, concrete wall. Because this drawing is in US, so sometimes this could be just a partition. So partition, then it's all right. Okay, easy for them to hack and solve, you know. But we assume that this is in Singapore, then this is concrete. So you got to provide an opening to avoid what we call the clash. I mean, in future lah, in real world. But meantime, if you draw, you could go through this space. Either this space, so that when people open the room, it look nicer, right? Because it's on top. If you do it here, you go in, the side look ugly because although it could be a storage, but it looks ugly because you see, hey, how come there's a cable tray there? Although mean nothing lah, but appearance wise, architect when design this, they also might not like it. When things are on top, hidden away from them, it still looks better. Okay, yeah, so it should be this come in. Yeah, can. So this is the way. So you just draw up to here lah. Detail, because it's an open space, you don't let the cable run all over the place. You should be just following the wall or the floor. But for this case, if there's no raised floor, then normally should be on the ceiling, which is not a cable tray. It should be those trunking or is hide inside the ceiling and so on. When I say ceiling means like Singapore, our wall, right? They can chip the wall a bit, put the cable inside, then they plaster it. Some nowadays can do that. Previously cannot. All right. So your cable tray, you stop here. Then the rest will be by trunking already.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, sir. So I no
Mm.
need to draw outside because I put outside already.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cannot lah. Then how
Uh,
you go in? Because this is glass panel.
I thought
Yeah.
it's wall. The one.
Huh? That's why I see here is glass, right? Look at it.
Oh, yeah.
Glass you cannot cut through glass.
Can sir. I later change.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So ideally, I would say to conceal nicely, it should be go this way. Can?
Can sir.
Okay.
Mm.
The rest?
Can, sir.
Which one? Here, this particular guy I do outside because if there's too many hacking, also not so nice. You get what I mean? Yeah. And you can see that provided all the room are able to access now, which is sometime to lay this it gonna be nightmare. This one if you lay properly is still alright, not so ugly. Yeah. Okay. But at least you don't lay in the center or the hallway, which the side looks terrible. Open space got no choice. Because in US, not like in Singapore, we tends to lay on the ground then go up. For them, normally, notice in US or like most other country, right? Their cable, their wires all on top. Why? Because they have earthquake. So earthquake, when it shakes, your cable just snap. You put on top, it collapse, right? Some is still connected. It just said it collapse. So easy to repair or connect back the cable. Singapore, we go under because for us, there's no earthquake and it looks nicer. But laying cable on top is faster, better, easy for repair. Yeah, and other means of so-called requirements and so on. Okay.
So, but for me, let's say my room is this one, right? The left side, this left side. Is
Where?
below this
Here?
long. No, below one.
Here.
Instruction. This one. So
Mhm.
I can just connect directly. From there
Okay,
to
then let's say yours is here, right? You can actually comes in here.
then just go in, right? Yeah.
Go in
That's
here.
fine.
Yeah. Okay. Because first story, I don't know what's this place unless you must tag it then see what is this room For me, I don't know what this room yet. Let me
Section
see.
room. Section
Instruction.
room, sir.
Unoccupied. So what is this room? Say unoccupied. See the name?
When I check in mine, they put there instruction room.
Oh, okay. How come
Yeah.
you put unoccupied? Very weird. Okay, for this case, you can actually, since if you generally lay out this, then you can just create a short one here, come in, to say that the cable tray come in, then you stop there.
So you need to use trunking or conduits, right?
Yeah, normally, because for plan, you can't see trunking, I mean, the conduit. End of the day, the rest should be conduit. Yeah. Trunking with something is bigger, the bigger size one. Yeah. Then cable tray trunking, then will be the conduit.
So can demonstrate how to put it or
Put what?
put the conduit or trunking.
Here, I
Inside.
don't have a ceiling, I can't. Unless you want to, put on a plan, you must have what? You tell me.
Work plane?
No. Well, first thing you got to understand first. Now I'm at first story. First story got ceiling no, meaning plenum.
Don't have.
Yeah. Then how to show you to draw on the plan? You can only show you when you draw on this wall. That means you have to cut a section to view on this wall. That means the front view, lor.
Yeah.
Then you draw a trunking on the wall, ma. I can't draw on a plan, ma, unless you tell me, sir, put on the floor. Cannot put on the floor, right?
Yep.
Ah. So this is when you are doing detail. So why not needed? Because the trunking flexible when you lay. So that's why normally no clashes, not required, unless you are told to do the trunking. But normally for MEP, the electrician, when they go to site install, they will not follow your design to lay, because if the installer at site, to them, is better understanding when they are do it there. You get what I mean? Because normally thing is when the installer done at site, then the coordinator need to capture the snapshot how they lay. Then they bring back to office, update the modeler. Normally at site, we don't want to decide for them, because modeler in office do the layout, all this might not same as the site, unless you are a modeler come coordinator. So you go and see captured image on the site, the model. Go back, you update in your bin here. If not, let's say you are just M&E, or like now what we're doing modeler, normally we don't want to lay the detail. We let them do the thing. Coordinator get the information, feedback to you, you update, because your as-built drawing, we got to follow that. Unless to them this is minor information not required, then it's okay. But cable tray things are huge and big. So because that's a main lane of the cable, then they branch out. So the track itself, yes, we need to be clear. How?
Understand.
Because the guys got to install the bolts and nuts, so they hold your cable tray. Then cable tray, sometimes got 1 tier, 2 tier, 3 tier, the loading lah, all this thing. So your engineer need to calculate the load also. Yeah. Can?
Can. So
Santos, yes.
Yes, sir. Can, sir.
Okay, thank you.
yeah, I
Sir,
got
if,
one last thing.
So who's gonna
Yeah.
say first?
JC first. Sir.
Okay.
Jackson, yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
One last thing is I want to check whether this with the light we use the same kind of light for level 1. So
Doesn't which light you use. That's
Yeah.
why the day who asked me, someone text me, right?
Me and JC.
Yeah. Okay. So this part here is a bit tricky. So let's say we go back to the light. System lighting fixture. That they are only mentioned to your only, right? Now the tricky thing here is the lighting itself, they never mention hosted or non-hosted.
Yeah.
So when you load it in, you got to be observant. That means when, let's say, I take this for instance, recess, right? Although here actually no ceiling, I don't care about recess lah, because it's floating one. See or not? So in this case, let's say I'm taking this particular size. When you see they have this, what does this means?
It's on vertical face.
That means this is the hosted lighting fixture. because when it hosted, then you can select face. If you load a library, they don't show you this. Then you got to base on either the offset and this elevation. Why they have offset from host? Because you have a ceiling ma. So some of them, they don't mount it to ceiling. They drop from ceiling. That's why it's called hosted. And this one could be also, this ceiling is actually the second story slab coming down. You know what I mean? That is also a face. But our second story, we have a false ceiling. Then if you place on this, on the false ceiling, of course, there won't be any offset. Because your ceiling is flush, how can this guy come lower? You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So you got to observe all these telltale sign lah. We call it telltale sign. Elevation from level, it should be normally non-hosted. Okay, unless this guy was created multitasking, it means he can use for various options. All right, you can have this type of option in family creating, but a bit messy. So if I try to put this, see, it still cannot. See, someone sign out see, I'm recording, I cannot sign out already. Angry. Hold on, give me a minute.
Yes, sir.
I'll try to log in again. Gonna sign out. The Maran thing is still there. Anyway, don't bother. Okay, so yeah, can understand what I mean? So that means this particular one cannot use. See now, it says no entry ma. Oh no, this phase plan. I can. See now,
Yes, sir.
but you can't see, right? Why? View range. So when you insert something and cannot be seen, then you go to check on your 3D. You know what I mean? So you insert one first. They'll warn you, definitely. See, none of the created element are visible. So normally, when you see this message, meaning your view range or the lighting fixtures component, the visibility has not met. Met means what? Met the requirement. So that means my current view in my plan. What is my view here? You check, view range is at 1.2. So this lighting could be higher somewhere. So ideally, you select the space, then you go to this one, selection box. They will show you in the 3D where you are here. Then you check. All right. So in this case, I no need to see the render thing. I just turn this to consistent color, or you want to set it to hidden line, I'm fine. Then you pick the box, you try to lower it. Where is my light? See, it's on the floor. See or not?
So,
So at least 1.2 is still visible. It's just that it flash 0, not allowed. So from this, I don't have any elevation, but I got to play with the offset. So let's say I try 2600. It should be floating up. See? Got it?
yes, sir.
Then after that, you may go back to your first story. The light should be there. Then remember to cut a section so that you can see is the actual 2.6 measurement. Double check. If not, because sometimes 2.6 is based on the back. not the bottom, which is supposed to be clear on that. That means the lowest part measure to the ground. All right, yeah, like this. Okay. Then the other one is if you get your lighting fixtures. Now, don't insert from this yet. You got to go to the load family, take a look. What are lighting fixtures got a mounting rod onto your this lighting fixtures that you use that type? Because no ceiling ma, you have rod to connect to the ceiling. You get what I mean?
Sir.
Then you may choose that type of lighting fixture. So you go to lighting, MEP, internal. You see from here, let me set this guy larger icon. So you see from here, any fluorescent light, I think this pendant light, we are looking at fluorescent, right? Because instruction room, it should be fluorescent lamp. What is this? This is direct, indirect. You see here, because I have this rod extension, see that? See,
Yeah.
this one got extension.
That's the one we use.
Oh, serious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but it says pendant light, like, so it's quite small.
Because we
That means
see
you
the
got put a
other
lot.
one.
Other don't have.
Interesting. Good. Okay. At least you guys think the correct way. You should have the mounting rod extended out. It's correct. Yeah. But I could put a lot of lights. Because pendant means it's just maybe small, not kind of 2 feet kind of thing or 4 feet. It's just maybe, I don't know, half a feet. Yeah, because pendants normally circular ma. Yeah. That means if here don't have quite limited.
Yeah, that's why no choice. So we put the one on.
Basket. Terrible. MEP don't give you that kind of light. Oh yeah. I saw something before. Hold on. If in future, if don't have, right, let me share with you. Go to architecture. Then internal. Only one? Hey. Normally have a lot on. Oh my goodness. 2020 only have this minimum. So sorry. Okay. In that case, I try to go to US. US, if not wrong, I remember in their Aki, a lot of this kind of lighting in Aki. So what I'm trying to tell you is, what's the difference between Aki and MVP component? Anyone knows?
Not sure.
Is connecting point. Remember, all our all our things here, there's always a connecting point. Aki don't have. Okay, this school feedback to me says the link, the DS3 is not actually a meeting. Okay, if that's the case, then it's okay. As long as it doesn't interrupt my session, then it's okay. Sorry, guys, give me a minute.
And so
Okay, so where was I?
Talking about the Aki light and the mechanic.
Yeah, looking for the folder. Lighting. Here. US, remember. So US only has architecture. See now, weird, no
Yes, sir.
MVP. Internal. You see here, if I set to a larger view, how come that's all? My goodness. I saw somewhere before the lighting. Is it external or internal? Let me see. That's kind of weird. How come the
Very less,
lighting
sir.
library is getting lesser?
Yeah.
Hey, oh my goodness. Okay, hold on. Let me check the 2019 version, the library. Because I remember there's a lot. It should be more than that. You give me a minute. I don't believe in that. Seriously. Okay, Akiasu, I go back date maybe 2017. Let's see how. Because I see before, some got extension one longer. Try US again. Lighting. MVP. Internal. Here seems like similar, no change. Go to the Aki. If have our outlook. Like that only. Oh my god. How come sudden the library just dropped?
So how do we cannot edit if the light?
Like add more in the library thing.
You can modify. I'll show you later on if you are interested.
Yeah, how we
Yeah.
okay,
Just
okay.
if we got
Okay.
another one, we find then like
Hold on. Let me see. Let me look out for library those that are able to use one or not. You see this?
Yes, sir.
Suspended linear. This one. See now. You have or not this one?
No, sir.
Okay, let me drag and drop into our, so you guys go and download. Okay, one more. Upload to, suspended. This one. You guys may want to try this. That's why remember we have this before. Suddenly all don't have, all remove. Scary.
Yeah, we find very long. We keep finding the folder.
That's why. This is something that I want you to go and try it out. Why? At least when you guys searching in future, at least you know where about of all this library. All this can be a sample library, then can be recycled. That means you upgrade it, you modify, store it. As you now know, the later version of the Rabbit family, it doesn't come with it. So next time, let's say you guys now as the what do you call that? You're learning MVP and you're learning this. So as I said, if you want to further, advance further, go and take up the advanced class. Learn how to do family building, which is your benefit your career path in long run. Don't just know how to do MVP insufficient. You need to customize, custom make the family, because in electrical and HVAC especially, industry always varies, will change. Why? Because Singapore, we don't have our standards here. We base on other country. So MVP normally you must have catalog. So which catalog, what our size, the capacity, whatever, then you need to build a library for your project. So it's ideally you guys who are free can take those or learn those advanced class, please go ahead. I said to you all before, the Revit, the architecture class or the DA class, they'll take advanced and customize. This is where they will learn. Only those structural and MVP, they don't have the customization class for them. Yeah. So that means if they don't come with it, that means you guys got to on your own learn it lah. You all also have any skill future fund or not?
No, I don't have.
No, sir.
Until
Don't have
25 year.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah,
that's
25
a-
years old onwards.
I see. Okay. Will do. Okay, so for this case, you see this one, I upload it. You download it,
Already, sir.
Yes, sir. Download.
save keep, keep it, please. These are something that is useful. So let's say I try to load this one in, for instance, open. See, it's converting. So you can see there is no surface, whatever, right? See, look at it. See now, my screen.
Yes, sir.
So I change the height lah. Let's say I type 26. See what happen. Then I will put it in. Cannot lah. See, doesn't allow. Scary, because it's architecture. Could be, or it's just generally need to put it on ceiling plan. But I don't have a ceiling here. Oh, we have. Let me open up the ceiling. Let's try. Lighting. Still cannot. That's kind of weird. If cannot, then how am I going to insert? See, funny, doesn't allow. Outside cannot. Terrible. See, seems like it's not allowed. In that case, must go and do some research already. Why not allowed? It's very weird. How come not allowed? You all cannot, right?
Cannot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not allowing.
Sorry.
Cannot put place.
Yeah, you see, mine says no entry also. For the moment, I'm so happy. Yeah. Because so far I never tried to insert the Aki component in, but sometimes it works. But this time around, I never tried. So I just happened to see before somewhere. Yeah. Must make this guy buildable. Okay. Give me a minute. I'll try to do something interesting. If I want to modify a family, open family. Where is that family file? 2017, right, just now. Libraries, Singapore, lighting fixture, Aki, internal, suspended. Yeah, this one. Open. I'm not going to do it now. I just want to see, is it possible? So when you see this, this is telling you this is the point light, the light source. So you see that when you do rendering, this area will be brightened up. Yeah. So from here, I like to see how this was created and any connections has been assigned or not. Yeah. So I think the connecting is still this surface. What is this here? Ship handle. They never say anything on the controlling. Family types, family category. It says here, always vertical. Connection, it never mentions. See, hosted ceiling. That means you must have a ceiling. So my level 1 don't have a ceiling. I can't. Very weird, See, it says ceiling. But just now I'm at the okay. First story that we don't have a ceiling because that is a imaginary one. There's a label, not a hard, what do you call it? A fixed ceiling that you add it in. So later we shall try on second story and see how. Okay, let me cancel. Okay, go second story and try. Okay, I'll insert something here because second story you have a ceiling. So lighting fixtures. Still cannot. 26. Eh? Kind of weird. Still not allowed. You say hosted ceiling one, but it doesn't allows you to insert that. Never mind. Later, let me go and find out and see how. For any data, I'll let you know. Or any updates. But we mentioned that the hosting is ceiling, but doesn't allow me to. Notice that just now?
Yeah.
Unless you guys want to
Okay.
explore and update me lah.
Cancel.
Then we can exchange value information, available information. Okay, so let me pause the recording because nowadays the recording size are very big. I don't know why. Especially I noticed